It's pretty easy to say that everybody should have golf lessons because that's the path to improvement. And of course, as a coach, I'm the first to agree with that. But there's another couple of considerations, and let's chat about those. Hi, I'm Peter Knight. I've created this channel, Peter Knight Golf, to help you become the best golfer you can be. And if you hit the subscribe button just here, you'll receive a video every week, as long as you also press the grey notification bell icon. So you want to become a really good golfer and you think that coaching is the best way for you. And of course, like I said earlier, that's true of most players, and definitely coaching does help. There are some things to consider first. Every time we start learning golf and making golf swings, we create a pattern that becomes familiar over time. Now, whether that's helpful for our golf shots or not helpful doesn't really matter. It's the pattern of the movement or the habit of that movement that we get used to. Now, the good thing about that is that those habits and patterns tend to stick pretty solidly. The concerning part about that for golfers is that changing those things can sometimes require work. And at the very least, making a change is going to create an unfamiliar feeling. And a lot of times a player will interpret that as either they can't make that change, they can't do it, or it's all just too hard. So the first thing, if you are considering coaching, be prepared that you will be making changes to improve your golf swing. Those changes will be unfamiliar, they will take time to get used to, and it may well be that you don't see immediate improvements. You should see signs of improvement almost immediately. I don't believe that it's true that you have to wait, you have to go 3 steps backwards before you start to advance. If that's the case, either something's extremely out and it requires, massive change, but even so, if that's the case, then making small improvements should see you notice progression fairly quickly. The second thing is your ability to take instruction, and this is probably the most critical. Often a player will hit a shot, I might be explaining something to them, and then they'll tell me what it is that they did wrong, virtually ignoring the instruction. If that's the case, if you're not able to take and work with that instruction and also have the patience and trust in the coach that's providing that to you, then coaching's probably not for you. You're probably better off, going and working it out for yourself, even though that is often a difficult thing to do. It's just the nature of some people that they always feel like they know best. The other thing about taking golf coaching is that you have to be prepared to put in the repetitions, the changes. Now, when you make a change to golf, it's not so much the quantity of golf balls that you hit, say, post-lesson or in the couple of days after or the week after. It's the frequency that you get out and practice those things. So we're looking to create change. Part of that change occurs when we sleep, oddly enough, because that's when our memories and our physical motor patterns tend to be bedded down. Now, I'm not 100% sure of that, but through my experience of changing things myself and watching others change, from day to day, things can change. So, for example, if you have the idea that you want to hit, say, 300 golf balls in a week, and you decide to do them all one day in the week, that's far less productive than, say, hitting 50 golf balls a day for 6 days. In fact, it's probably better that you hit 50 golf balls over 4 days, so only hitting 200 shots, but your attention is on those changes that you want to make each time. So the key things are understanding that you will have that unfamiliarity to begin with, understanding that you need to put the trust in the coach that you've asked to help move you forward. And the third thing is you've got to be prepared to put in some work that's going to allow those changes to take effect. Making a change can occur reasonably quickly. Embedding it can actually take a few weeks. And if you're prepared to do those things, then you are definitely taking the right mindset, the correct attitude to taking coaching and moving forward.